Hello, this is Mr. B's 2-minute beginner tutorial series, taking you step by step through all the basics on your ukulele. If you enjoy the videos, do please like and subscribe and help the channel to grow. Do take care, thank you. Hello, this is lesson 9 of my beginner tutorial series, and today we are introducing a 5th chord for us, the G7, and we're going to look at a new song and strumming technique for Stand By Me. So I hope you enjoy all of this. Let's get cracking and look at that new chord. So the G7 is very similar to a G. Here's a G and here's a G7, and you can hear there's just a slightly raised 7th within the chord there, so it's a very similar chord. And in fact, if you find the G7 too hard to play, you can just play a G normally in most songs instead of the G7, but it is a nice chord to learn, not too challenging, and it's adds a nice bit of variation to our repertoire if we can play the G7 as well sometimes. So let's just have a look at the chord diagram. You can see we put our first finger on the first fret there on the E string, and then our second and third finger go on the second fret on the C and the A. So it looks like that first finger there, second, third finger. So it's also a sort of triangular chord there, but there's your G and there's your G7, so it's a slightly different position there. And actually the thing to notice is the same, is the second finger there on the C string on your second fret. So if I play the G, my second finger is there and my second finger stays there for the G7. So actually, if ever you need to swing from a G to a G7, keep that second finger there and just move your first and third finger round, and actually it's a really nice easy way of doing it. But for now we're just going to look at the G7 on its own. So one more time, it's the first finger on the E string on the first fret, and our second and third finger on the second fret on the C and the A string. Take a moment to get those fingers in the right place. Let's just practice it with a nice down, down strumming pattern. Okay, hopefully by now we're quite comfortable placing our fingers and learning chords, so the G7 should be quite an easy one to pick up. So what we actually want to look at today is a new strumming pattern that's a bit particular to this song. We're going to jump into Stand By Me, which is a fantastic song from Benny King, of course, from 1961. And I'll leave a link again to the end of the video for you to look at the song in full. In fact, I've done this a couple of times with a couple of different arrangements on my channel, so I'll leave 2 different links for you so you can choose between the easy and basic version and the slightly more interesting version to sing along with. But what we're going to look at is a nice slapping pattern with a bit of strumming and slapping together. So it goes a little bit like this. If I do it on a C chord to begin with, down, slap, down, down, slap. So we introduced slapping to our ukulele with Oh When the Saints last time, and now we're going to do it in the middle of the pattern. Down, slap, down, down, slap. Takes a bit of getting used to, but it's quite a fun one to do once you got the hang of it. Down, slap, down, down, slap. Down, slap, down, down, slap. Down, slap, down, down, slap. Let's try that on an A minor, please. Second finger for the A minor. This is the chord progression that we're going to be looking at. And now we're going to put our first finger down to go to the F. So an A minor to an F is really easy because the A minor is half a UF chord, so you just add that first finger. Now we're going to go to that new G7. Now the trick there is that your first finger on the F doesn't need to move for the G7. So you leave the first finger there and then switch your second and third finger to the G7 position. And then back to the C. So let's just do that a little bit faster. We'll do it twice on each chord. C. A minor with the second finger. Add your first finger for the F. Switch to the G7. And back to the C. A minor. F. G7. And C. And I only did the F and the G7 once there because that's actually the introduction. You'll see that in the video link at the end. So let me just sing you the beginning of Stand By Me so you can see how it goes. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid, oh, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. And you can see it's a really fun and easy piece. Once you got the hang of that technique and the G7, that's a really easy and really fun piece to get your head around. So do have fun with that one. Do follow the links at the end of the video, and I will see you next time.